Hey guys, welcome to Actors Club. Every Tuesday at noon, I'm going to be on Ken Arnold for Actors Club. I'm one of the creators, founders of Actors Club. So, my audio is on. I got to go turn that down. I'll be right back. Hold on one second. All right, I'm back in. Sorry about that, guys. Just last night we had apple teenies down here, and I didn't put everything back to the way it was supposed to be. So, welcome to Actors Club. Every Tuesday I'm going to come on, give a couple tips, talk about acting. I see Mary Sheeran. Hey, Mary Agnes. Thanks for joining. Thank you for coming on. I appreciate it. Thanks for watching. We're going to talk about things acting. So, a couple things I want to talk about today. The first one is the benefits of being off book, whether it's for an audition, whether it's for a class, and it goes without saying for when you're working on a job, you should always be off book. Number one, when you go to a class, you have a lot of people relying on you. When you go to a class, you have a scene partner. When you're up there, you're working. And being off book, it's helpful because you can then play. You can then do things that you normally can't when you have a script in your hand. You can't move around. You can't. I mean, it's just another handcuff to stop you from doing what you need to do when you're acting. So being off book is very important for your classmates, for your scene partner, and when we have class, you should have somebody on script, a script supervisor, so to speak. So if you need a line, you can call for a line. Stay in character, call for a line, and you can move on from there. But if you have your script in your hand and you're rustling papers, and it becomes distracting, and you really can't focus on the art and the craft of acting. So being off book is very important. What we're going to be doing at Actors Club coming up, just to fair warn you guys out there, if you're in Actors Club, we're going to want you off book when you come to Actors Club. In the past, we've kind of been lax about that, but if you've been there long enough, you know that you need to be off book so you can play as an actor. You've got to be off book so you can get out there and perform and do what you need to do, and you can get better. You can take adjustments, all right? Because it's not about the acting. We're all good actors, all right? And I always say that about everyone because we all have different experiences. We all have lived different lives, and we all look different, talk different, walk different. So we're all good actors. It's just a matter of relaxing enough and allowing the character to come through you because you are the instrument, and allowing people to see it truthfully. Okay? So being off book allows you to do that. It allows you to make adjustments, especially when you're in an audition situation and the casting director asks you to make an adjustment. Now, if you've memorized your performance and you're stuck in that performance mode and you just keep doing it the same way, and that's the way you rehearsed it, all right, you cannot make adjustments. But if you've rehearsed it or explored it, we like to say, 10, 15, 20, 100 different ways, then if the casting director asks you to make an adjustment, guess what? You've already done it. You're ready to go. I was in a workshop last Monday night, with the casting director, and she said that. She said, listen, a guy came up and he sat down in his chair, and he's like, well, I would rather do it standing. And, it wasn't set up for that. The camera wasn't set up for that. The lighting wasn't set up. The microphone wasn't set up. So he had to do it sitting. And he made that comment, I'm used to doing it standing. And she said, well, when you prepare, you should always do it different ways. Do it standing, do it sitting, do it standing on your head if you can. Do it folding laundry, do it sweeping, do it eating. Just be able to, when the casting director throws something at you, be able to adjust. Good actors adjust. That's what you should be able to do. So being off book allows you to do that. So my main point is be off book, especially on set. It goes without saying. You got people there. Their time is money. So if you're not off book and we're waiting on you and you keep messing up your lines, it could become an issue. And you don't want to hold up a shoot or a project by not being prepared. So be off book. Being off book is important. I want to let you guys know out there in Actor Club land that we're going to request that of you moving forward from today, just so you know. Now, the other thing I wanted to talk about was actioning a script. Some of you may not have heard that. Some of you probably have heard it if you've been acting for a while. If you've been to my workshops, you may have heard me say this a few times, actioning a script. And what actioning a script is that when you get a script, what you do is you take every line in the script and you give it an action. There's a great book out. It's called Actions, the Actor's Thesaurus. You can get it on Amazon. You can go. It's written by Marina Calderon and Maggie Lloyd Williams. Marina Calderon and Maggie Lloyd Williams. It's called Actions, the Actor's Thesaurus. You can get this book, and it has words in it, transitive verbs that you can use to help you when you first pick up a script. A lot of theater companies do this in New York when they first do a read-through of the script, when they bring all the actors together for the first time and they do the read-through. What they'll do is they'll action the script. The director or the producer or whoever, the writer, will give out ideas to the actors as actions, so that when an actor reads through the script, they kind of have an idea what direction the director wants them to go. So, for example, and this is a very simple example, if my character's job was to give you this paper and tell you, here's your paper, and I wanted to, there are different ways to do it, obviously. For example, if I wanted to entice you or make you my friend or, befriend you. So I befriend you. I'm going to hand you this paper and I'm going to say, hey, here's your paper. And I'm going to be nice. My action behind that was, I befriend you. As I say, here's your paper. That was my action. My thought process was, I befriend you. Now, if I wanted to anger you, that's I anger you. All right, transitive verb in there, anger. I anger you. Then I'm going to hand it to you and go, here's your paper. Not so nice, right? So there are two different ways. It's a very basic example of actioning a script, but it is very helpful to action a script. It is very good in cold read situations. Say you go to an audition and you have a script and you're really kind of caught and you really don't know how it's going to play out. What you can do is you can start actioning the script, and it's very effective for that. You can start doing words. You can start by clarifying, obviously, what your character wants, the objective, and then as you go, you play the actions out. You put the words and you drop your action in. You speak your line, now invested with your action. So like I said before, if I wanted to anger you, I would give you my paper and say, I anger you. That's the thought in my head. Here's your paper. Right? I'm trying. Those are different ways to explore a script. It's good for a read-through, like I said. Like play companies, they love to do this up in New York. What they'll do is they'll get everybody together. They'll sit down. They'll action a script. Have those thoughts when you're exploring your character and getting ready and preparing. Now, does that mean that these actions are how it's actually going to be when you shoot it and put it on screen or it's up on stage? Not necessarily, because they'll change over time. They'll change as you guys work. It'll change as you guys explore the characters. These are just aids to help you explore and get to where you need to go. Right? I don't know how many guys who I've never seen this happen. You do a play, and let's say you have a run of 25 shows. All right? Is the first show the exact same as the final show? It grows. It changes over time. It's never the same. And I mean, it'd be nice if it was exactly the same from point A all the way to Z, but that doesn't happen. I would say it's very rare that happens. I mean, you want to try and stay true to the director and the writer's vision, but it changes over time. It morphs. And also, it's the same when you shoot a film. One take here, the 10th take may be totally different based on what the director is saying to you, based on the actions, based on how it hits you in the moment. So it's very good to try and action as best you can. And important is when you first explore a script, whether it's for an audition or you've actually gotten the job, it's a great tool to help you dig into this character and get where you need to go to get your objectives as that character. So you action the script. You throw things in there like I mock you is one. I calm you. I soothe you. I entice you. These are all words that you can throw in there to action the script. And you can even say that word out loud or that sentence out loud when you're rehearsing and when you're exploring your character. You can say, I entice you. Here's your paper. Right? And it helps you along the way. So it's very useful. Actions, the actor's thesaurus, get it. It'll help you out next time you go and you're exploring a character. It'll be really useful to you. Now, I do a whole thing on this, a whole workshop where we take the book out, I pass it around the room, people write actions down for their characters that they're going to explore in a cold read situation. So if you get the opportunity and you see that I'm doing my cold read workshop, you might want to come out and you might want to give this a shot and see how it works out for you. Again, it's just another tool for an actor. It's not anything that you have to do. It does have its roots in Stanislavski. They used to do this, or actually they still do it, but that's where it came from, and it's very useful to help discover your characters. So if you guys have any questions, I'd be more than happy to answer. So I thank you guys who have joined so far. I see that we have a few people watching, and if you get a chance, you can't comment on my live broadcast. Wow. Well, I got my phone right here, Mary Agnes. I see that you are commenting, but I don't know. Wow, that's kind of weird that you can't comment on my live broadcast. Well, I'm going to stay on for a couple more minutes. What I'm going to do really quick is I am going to bring it back up and see if that changes anything. Nope. Nope, no more comments. Well, I'm sorry, guys, that you guys can't comment today. That's kind of weird. But I thank you guys for tuning in. Like I said, I want to be here every Tuesday at noon to give you guys a couple tips about acting and to invite you guys to come out to Actors Club on Tuesday nights. Every other Tuesday, 7 to 9:30 at the Columbia Arts Center. We're doing it tonight, 7 o'clock, so go to our post on the Facebook page here and let Dan Franco know that you're coming. And if you're going to come out tonight, let him also know what you're working on. If you're doing a monologue, you're doing a scene, if you're doing, you want to do a cold read so we can pull some sides for you, or if you want to work on some improv, let us know. So if you get a chance, come on out. Actors Club, the first time you come out is free, and then after that it's $25 a session. So we'll see you tonight at Actors Club. I'll be there. Remember 2 things. Get off book, all right, whether it's for your class, whether it's for an audition, well, actually for the job you better be off book. And then actioning a script. If you have any more questions about that, you can come to Actors Club and ask me about it. I'll be more than happy to go into more depth about actioning a script. So thanks, guys, for watching. And remember, you got to keep working at it, guys. You got to be patient. You got to keep going forward. You always have to try and improve your craft of acting every day. Even if you think that you've won acting awards, you've gotten that first role in a movie, and you think things are going great, you always have to stay sharp. Get out there, keep working on it, whether it's at home, whether it's just going to see a play, whether it's watching a movie. Always keep improving, and you will be happy in the craft of acting, because a lot of actors, they have a tendency to want to kind of worry about everything, and it's not moving fast enough for them. I've been doing this for 20 years, guys, so you just got to keep going, keep moving forward. You're going to have your successes, and it's going to be awesome. So I'll see you guys tonight at Actors Club, and I'll see you next Tuesday.